Is this an opportunity for me to demonstrate how not racist I am? Of course she would be a nurse. Dude, nurses are f***ing psychotic. I swear to God, nurses are like female cops. That's like the female...
Okay, wait. He was onto something. Nurses are psychotic. That is true, okay? But probably for good reason, okay? But also, female cops? Wait, what does that mean? What is that comparison? What does that even mean? Do you remember what I talked about when I feel like I made this bullshit up and it wasn't supposed to be profound or whatever. Do you remember when I made up that concept of webbing? It's like, okay, well, woman, bad. What's bad? Like woman, race, cop, woman, cop, nurse, woman. Oh, she's a woman who is a nurse, and that's like a female cop. Now, cops can already be female, so that statement doesn't even really make sense. But we've webbed her. She's like a cop. Like, what? Yeah, nurses can be male and female, and cops can be male and female. What does this statement even mean? It's such an insanely crazy statement.
It's like the female version of being a cop, where you're a horrible, abusive piece of shit, and you get out of school and you want to like have control over people's lives.
They're nurses. They literally do have control over people's lives. That's their job, Vaush.
The black guys like rented these little like city bike things, and then she's just trying to take it, and she's like faking a problem. Vaush, no, my mom is a nurse. Okay, your mom's...
Why do we just instantly assume that the white guy is the bad guy? This is literally the progressive caricature. Like, do people not understand that you're doing the thing that conservatives said you were gonna do by pretending all white people are evil?
Specifically is fine. Depends on the nurse? Yes, obviously it depends on the nurse.
Why you took his phone? What's wrong with you? Don't touch his phone. Do not touch his phone. I'm not touching you. You putting your stomach on my head.
You're hurting my fetus, my unborn child.
No, dude, stop. No, dude, stop. No. I said no. I said sit down. Please.
Context for real? The black guy, they rented the bike, and then the white lady came over and just wanted to take it, and then...
Like, why would you assume that? Why would you just assume that? That's like such an evil assumption. This is like a Carantos level troll take. A white woman just walks up to, what, 3 or 4 African-American men is like, I'm gonna steal your bike. This is revenge for Rosa Parks. I'm not gonna let you get out of here with this bike. This is mine by birthright. This bike in this country belongs to me and my European ancestors. Like, what does this take?
And just started shouting help. This is so petty on her part. It's not petty. She's trying to steal the bike and or get these black guys arrested. These women, this woman is either a sociopath, a racist, or both. And it's just trying to like nab simultaneously a free bike and also just get some black guys arrested. It's like this is an attack that could literally endanger their lives.
Okay, also, sorry. I'm sick and tired of this attitude that black people are getting indiscriminately killed everywhere by the cops, okay? This is an insane narrative. Stop with this cringe shit, okay? It's 2023. It's not 1924, okay? Black people are not getting gunned down by the cops at random in the street everywhere, okay? It's like 13 unarmed black men a year are killed by the police. People think the number is like 5 million, okay? Progressives think more black people are dying to the cops every year than Matt Walsh thinks kids are getting trans surgeries, okay?
It sure is crazy that if you're a black guy, like at any point in time, a white woman could just lock onto you and just decide to like ruin your life.
Like, why would you just assume it's her problem?
Yeah, she like instantly stops crying the moment she realizes it's not working. Yeah, well, she should be fired for this.
He's only watched like, did he even finish the full clip?
We've recently become aware of an incident that appeared off campus. One of our employees, we're sorry this happened, are reviewing the incident. Okay, so it's nothing, great. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck there is to review.
I like how he says like, so it's nothing. Like somebody getting reviewed for some racist bullshit in the United States in 2023 isn't guaranteed to get their asshole exploded and fired like 17 different ways from Sunday. Like probably gonna lose their 401k revoked. Like I like it's like, oh, just a white person being accused of racism. Like no big deal there. I'm sure nothing will happen. off of so...
Maybe there was something that happened before the video started. Why are people...
Why would you assume that? Why would you assume there could ever be more context?
This seems like pretty one and done. I mean...
Do you remember the video? Can somebody give me the video where Vaush is like, look at how the cops were trained to plant evidence? In the video where the cop wasn't planting evidence, Vaush was like, look at how he subtly is trained to move to the side. They probably practiced that move to plant drugs in black men's cars. I'm like, bro.
You can see from the behavior in the video that she's acting like a psychopath, faking crying, faking shouting help. Even the evidence we have right here makes it really fucking clear what she's...
Really fucking clear? I gotta watch the walk back on this one.
You gotta record every police interaction, my friend. Now, this cop is trained. Take a look at the cop. Look at this. See how the cop turns his chest away from where he's throwing that? That's because he doesn't want his body cam to pick it up. He turns his chest away from it. See? Chest facing that way, drug plant happening this way.
Like, when your mind is at this level of delusion, and it also shows you, these types of videos should be shown in psychology classrooms to show you like how perfectly we can start to invent and create fact out of nothing when we have a certain bias working in a certain direction. Because once your mind gets down a certain road, you can start to find patterns in everything if you look hard enough for it.
New York City hospital Karen paid for city bike at center of viral fight with black man. That's evocative. The lawyer for a Manhattan hospital.
The thing that I hate, I hope the comments are this. I like how Vaush somehow gets credit for giving wrong coverage initially by virtue signaling to his crowd, and now he's gonna get credit for like being honest and updating the facts.
The hospital employee who Marino said is 6 months pregnant. You're hurting my fetus, my unborn child. She's 6 months pregnant? She had reserved it, and then they pushed the bike back into the docking station, preventing her from taking it out again. That seems pretty bulletproof from her perspective. Did you make a video on this story? Yeah, does that mean these guys, the black guys, are trying to manufacture like Karen outrage shit for social media outrage?
Yeah. Oh my god. Am I a tool for this machine? Am I complicit in being a fucking subhuman fucking piece of shit that's working as a microphone for the worst fucking people in our society?
Watching this video with no outside context makes her look insane.
He's so close. If you see a video and you see 30-second video or a minute video, you're seeing the part of the video that they want you to see, okay? Do not ever draw strong conclusions from videos that are less than like a minute long. It is so stupid to fucking do that. It is so stupid to do that. Do not draw strong conclusions from short form media, especially that's posted by people that by people that want you to believe like their particular side of the story. Like, it is such an obvious pitfall to avoid. It's so obvious.
She comes off as unhinged in the video, but maybe these guys, the black dudes around her, are deliberately doing this because they're trying to, I
like how he's acting like he's stumped, like he's so insightful. He's like, it's so crazy. Like, one would watch the video and assume the opposite conclusion as to what the fact of the matter actually was. Like he's like fucking, he's like detective dipshit. He's like actually thinks he's Sherlock fucking Holmes. He's like, could it possibly be that one would mislead a person? Would one go on the internet and simply fabricate lies to further their own reputation? It can't be. Is it possible that the men that posted this video acted with malicious forethought and they misrepresented the situation? Like, why, like, okay, maybe he is autistic.
We all know what kind of attention this is going to get. Videos of white women freaking out around black guys get millions and millions of views because...
Did they think there was possibly a social media reward for them to fabricate this interaction, knowing that people are predisposed towards hating these white women and calling them Karens in these interactions with young African-American men? Like, is he in the Mind Palace right now?
People are all familiar with the Karen archetype, and this woman does come off as kind of unhinged. So did they just luck out? Do these guys like deliberately heckle her and then try to provoke a reaction in the hopes that they could turn this into some gigantic, you know, into some gigantic online attention thing.
Dude, I'm done. I'm traveling again in 3 days. I'm gonna go to London. Like, I'm not even like that smart. I really am not. My IQ is probably like a little above average. I'm 105 IQ, okay? But I feel like the king of the fucking Mensa students walking around among these fucking YouTubers. I can't even, dude. It's unbelievable. This is just like so stupid. It's just stupid.
If she reserved the bike first, then she's completely off the hook.
But why didn't you even consider that there a minutia of a possibility? Why didn't you even consider that initially? Why didn't you even think for a microsecond that maybe could have been possible? Why not?
And it seems like the lawyer is saying she reserved it first.
Like,
which means she's off the hook.
Keep in mind, initially, he said this was open and shut and she should lose her job, right? Now remember, when one considers a person's behavior, universalize it to all of society, when people lose their jobs, it's because of people like Vaush. Remember, he is a fucking terrorist, okay? Unironically, people like Vaush are the reason why, because if somebody like Vaush wasn't a YouTuber, but instead they were somebody that worked at the hospital or somebody that was media for somebody in that area, like, these are the people that propagate these stories. These stories only survive and thrive because of people like Vaush.
She's out of there. She's out of the park. The only thing that I can think of that would exonerate now all the black guys here would be if there was some kind of mix-up or API problem, and they tried to scam.
Oh, he's a programmer now. The APIs. Are we doing Elon Musk software engineering now? Well, the APIs. What do they do? Some crazy shit sometimes. Like, are we gonna talk about microservices next, Vaush? Like,
and the bike.
Looking into this.
That doesn't sound very likely, though.
It used to be funny to make fun of people for being white, because it was funny, because it triggered the fuck out of white people, and I did it all the time. However, I did that assuming that we didn't actually fucking hate white people. But guess what? Over the past few years, you know what I've come to realize? A lot of people do hate white people, especially white people. So now I don't say it anymore, because now it's not fun anymore. Because now when I say fuck white people, a whole bunch of people actually unironically hate white people. I am doing it there, but in general, like, if somebody were to ask me, like, are you seriously defending this as like a good I'd be like, no, this is kind of a shitty thing to do. Like, I'll admit that. But at least I admit that, like, yeah, you probably shouldn't say white people, shouldn't say Karen. Okay. People, dude, all of the old arguments, they're wheeling out all those arguments now to defend Karen. Oh, Karen can actually mean anybody. It's not just like white middle-aged women. Oh, like the F word, that doesn't refer to gay people. That's just something that pisses you off in the game. Or like, oh, Karen used to mean this thing maybe a long time ago, but that's not how we use Karen now. Like, the same arguments people use to justify social past are being used to justify the Karen thing. Like, wait, what the fuck? Like, shouldn't we be like at least a little bit consistent on this? I guess, but like, I don't know. I think that's very fucking funny.
To be fair, if she's 6 months pregnant, I imagine it's tough to maintain composure. Lol. Yeah, I think I missed that during the original video watch. I didn't remember her being pregnant. Man, 6 months pregnant and like biking back home from her 12-hour nursing shift.
I like how he's so sick. What happened to the nurses are female cops? He has so much empathy now. I wonder if he got emails from nurse fans who are like, hey, Vaush, you're kind of being a fucking piece of shit here. Can you tone it down just a little bit? He was calling her a sociopath.
One thing to consider is that this is just the lawyer making statements, so it's also possible he's just laundering her image through news articles and press releases. No, the only thing the lawyer has done here that's changed the entire dynamic is confirming that there are receipts indicating she did indeed have the bike checked out for 1 minute before it got pushed back in. That completely changed, because then it's like confirmed she got the bike. So she's not like randomly trying to start shit. Did the outlets that wrote the articles verify the receipts? Insider, New York Post. I mean, yes, yeah. That's guys. Let's not be conspiratorial, okay? We're not here to like doubt the info provided by the lawyer.
That's possible.
I guess this might be naivete. 99% of the time, if you see a situation like this, I feel like there's pretty good reason to suspect like the white woman yelling help when it seems like the crowd is like, yo, you're in the wrong here. Because when we see stories like that, when you see stories that go viral online, especially when it comes to confrontations like this and threats of like, you know, like what you might call Karen behavior, or like maybe some white woman is being racist or whatever the fuck else. When you see stories like this, what's important to understand is that new information can always come out that invalidates what you said previously. Even videos that seem like the most objective, like this guy, like direct, verifiable, proven, done.
Yeah,
like, we
that's what we saw before, Vaush.
Deal.
Is that what we saw before?
You know,
100% verifiable, done.
Oh yeah, it turns out, by the way, this is this other video footage, and there's like 2 minutes of context before it that completely invalidates the perspective, and the other person is actually in the right.
Here we go. Central Park this morning. This woman's dog is tearing through the plantings in the ramble. Me, ma'am, dogs in the ramble have to be on a leash at all times. The sign is right there. Her. The dog runs are closed. He needs his exercise. Me. All you have to do is take him to the other side of the drive outside the ramble, and you can let him run off leash all you want. Her. It's too dangerous. Me. Look, if you're going to do what you want, I'm going to do what I want, but you're not going to like it. Her. What's that? Me to the dog. Come here, puppy. Her. He won't come to you. Me. We'll see about that. I pull out the dog treats I carry just for such an intransigence. I didn't even get a chance to toss any treats to the pooch before Karen scrambled to grab the dog. Her. Don't you touch my dog. Nobody included this context, by the way, when this f***ing video went viral. Because once you get this context, the woman's reaction is way more f***ing reasonable, by the way. Wait, have we not talked about this on stream? Was this something I looked at off stream? Because the video for the white woman looks insane. She's just like screaming and trying to call the cops, and everybody's like, oh, white woman trying to call the cops on a black dude. But the guy posted this on his Facebook before he posted the video. But none of this ever got reported on. None of this got reported on. It was insane. So her life got ruined? I'm pretty sure she got fired from her job, I think, and she got full-on doxxed and everything. Like, look up the testimony on page 9 of this. That guy had a history of being aggressive with dog owners at that park. You know what? And the sad thing is, based black guy, because I hate dogs too. They shit all over my apartment. They piss all over the sidewalk. I hate them, okay? However, the white woman was reasonably upset that a guy hated her dog and was making comments like he was about to kidnap her dog, okay? So, like, the white woman was within her rights there to be upset about it. To pull this as some crazy race thing is so insane to me. May 26, 2020 statement announced that Franklin Templeton terminated plaintiff's employment as a result of the defendant's internal review. We do not tolerate racism of any kind. The Central Park Civic Association asked New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio to ban Amy Cooper from the park. She got charged with filing a false police report, a misdemeanor with a maximum penalty of up to 1 year in jail. Lesser sentences can include community service. In February 2021, charges against Amy Cooper were dropped after she completed a 5-session educational and therapeutic program focused on racial identity. Christian Cooper was a birdwatcher with a history of aggressively confronting dog owners in Central Park who walked their dogs without a leash. It was Christian Cooper's practice and intent to cause dog owners to be fearful for their safety and the safety of their dogs, and he had a history of doing so to people, including to one African-American man who wrote in national media stating, "When I saw that video, I thought, I cannot imagine if he approached plaintiff the same way, how she may have genuinely been afraid for her life." I guess it does make sense that he has a history of doing this, because he says in his own Facebook post, I pull out the dog treats I carry for just such an intransigence. So I guess it makes sense. Do you think that it was reasonable from what you know of this situation for her to call the cops? Here's the deal. Like, you could make a meme out of this. Like, you've got the minds of all the white liberals in the room. Let me set the stage. A woman is walking alone. She has her little dog with her. A man approaches from the darkness. The woman looks around. She has no friends. It's night outside. Man is approaching quicker. What should the woman do? Every single person in that room raises their hand immediately. Oh, call the cops, call a friend, blah, blah. But then as soon as you say, by the way, it's a white woman and a black man. Oh, whoa, hold up. Wait, well, that changes everything. Hold up. It's unbelievable, dude. Give me a fucking break. Full context, the birdwatch chick is still dead wrong here? No, it's not. If somebody's at the park and their dog's on a leash or off a leash and they're not supposed to, then call the cops or call the park authority. I don't know who you call for. I'm guessing it's Central Park if it's New York, right? Call whoever's supposed to deal with that shit. What are you gonna do? Go kidnap dogs? Wait. Extraordinary Birder with Christian Cooper coming soon to National Geographic Wild and Disney Plus. Bro, this is some clown world shit.